of our 84 a great time. So wanted to share a little bit about Girls on the Run with you. We are turning 20 years old in February of 2027. So next year, really, really grateful and thankful that we are celebrating that milestone with being a small micro nonprofit business in our area. Girls on the Run, our mission is to inspire girls to be joyful, healthy, and confident while creatively integrating physical activity. We're not a running club. Some of our girls run, most of them don't, but that's okay. What we are instilling in them is a sense of worth, a sense of value. We're allowing them to find their voice and choice. We're talking about emotions and how they can stand up for themselves and others, all of these soft skills that will propel them into middle school and high school and beyond, and hopefully stay in our region and become leaders in our community. So we have two programs. We have our Girls on the Run program, which is for girls in 3rd through 8th grade. We meet with them twice a week after school. So we're an after-school program in the Washoe County schools. We're with them 90 minutes twice a week. And so over the 10 weeks, they get 20 Girls on the Run lessons with their volunteer vetted, trained coaches. And then at the end of that 10 weeks, they participate in a celebration 5K. Some of you might be saying a celebration 5K, that's an oxymoron. That's what I thought as well. But the celebration 5K really is the culmination of them building their confidence and their stamina to participate and put one foot in front of the other and accomplish this big goal. So our fall 5K will be November 15th at the university in Mackey Stadium. We start on the track. They get to run through the university campus and end on the track. So it's really great for them to see the university right in their backyard. If they can't see it, they can't be it. So we're really grateful that we can take our teams up there. In the spring, our fall season is from September to November. Our spring season is from March until June, and that 5K is at Palisades Tahoe, which is the most picturesque 5K that is in all of the country, and that is in June. And so that program is March to June. What we do with the girls is the running portion is a gimmicky, gamey, we get them moving. So we might say, run to a friend and tell her what makes her special, or walk to a friend, or jog to a friend and tell her what makes her special. We talk about emotions. We talk about healthy habits. That's healthy friendships, healthy eating, keeping hydrated, all of those things. So we really are trying to build up the girl from the inside out. If they end up running during the program, wonderful, great, awesome. If they don't, that's okay too, because they've learned movement, and hopefully they'll take that and instill that. I love when families come up to me at the 5K and they're like, "What was that? What did you just do?" And I'm shocked every time. I'm like, I don't know. What are you talking about?" And they'll be like, "My girl wants to walk with me after dinner," or "My girl wants me to park further in the parking lot because she now wants to walk because she's seeing the benefit of how it makes her body and her mind feel when she's active, and she can reduce stress and things like that." So that makes us really, really proud. We served about 800 girls in 2025. We won't have our 2026 numbers until December. So that is our spring, fall, and our camp program. And I'll talk about our camp program in just a moment. We've served almost 9,000 girls in our 20 years, 9,000 unique girls. So that's really great. We just had a girl come volunteer at camp with us, and she did the program 8 years ago. And she is now a AA track short sprints all-star state champion. And her mom said that she found running through Girls on the Run. She didn't ever like to run, and she was in our program. She found out she liked to run. Now she's running track in high school. She's going to get probably a D1 scholarship for track, which is great. We love that. We also love the girls who just found their voice and found their friends and found that they could stand up for themselves and be kind, and use their words that are powerful. So that is our spring and our fall program. We never turn a girl away for her family's inability to pay. It's not her fault or her situation to worry about if the family doesn't have the funds to pay for the program. We have a sliding scale. Our fees are $225, $95, or $35, and that's for the 10 weeks. And so if her family can't afford any of those, we find out about it and we use funds like today, or we have events. We do fundraisers where we can just say we've got that, and the girl can participate. It's super important for those girls not to have to worry about those big adult problems. So we want to make sure every girl who wants to participate can participate. I also want to make mention that we are for all girls, all abilities. At camp, we have 84 campers and we have differing abilities, physical abilities, cognitive abilities, neurological abilities, and we can make room and space for all of those girls in our program. We've had girls with high functioning, autism, ADHD, all of that. We've had girls who are legally blind, who cannot walk, who are deaf, and we make accommodations with our coaches and our program support from our Girls on the Run International to make sure that those girls are never turned away as well, so they get to participate. I would say probably 70% of our girls will never participate on a team outside of Girls on the Run, just because it's not a physical, some of our girls aren't physical, and that's okay. They're more arts and crafts, or they like speech and debate, and we want to celebrate all of that. But this might be their only opportunity to be on a team. So we want to make sure that they feel really welcome and supported. We provide a shirt for them, a medal for the 5K. We provide running shoes for any girl who needs them. If you don't have the proper equipment, you're not going to be successful. So we provide shoes for any girl who needs them in the program. We also provide a healthy snack. At every program, you'd be surprised at how girls think those little mini Doritos are a healthy snack. So we bring in fresh fruit and vegetables from the food bank. We partner with the food bank. And then we also buy gift cards to local grocery stores for our coaches so they can go buy healthy snacks so that we can show a girl how it feels when her body is properly fueled. So we're really proud that we're able to provide that as well. Our last program, not our last, but the last I'm going to talk about is camp. So it's Camp GOATR. So GOATR stands for Girls on the Run. So we're currently in this is Thursday, so we have a half day more of our camp. We did an all week, all day camp at Reno High. We had 84 girls. It's amazing and exhausting all at the same time. Camp is ages 8 to 12, where our program is grades 3rd through 8th. So we have a lot of nuggets at camp at Reno High. We did Girls on the Run lessons in the morning, and then we took a little break for lunch, and then we brought in PBS, and they're bringing in their Curiosity classroom lessons, so they're STEM and STEAM training. So today they were doing an adventure talking about prey birds. They were working with robots. They were working with worms. They did a stars activity earlier in the week. So we want to make sure that they're getting that brain stimulation as well as the fun part of Girls on the Run. Our theme for Girls on the Run camp this year was Girls Have Power. And so it was all about emotions and how we can harness our power and how we can use it for good and how we can use our voice and how emotions are not good or bad. Emotions are comfortable or uncomfortable. And at Girls on the Run, you get to have all of them to be a well-rounded person. So we try to make sure that they understand that it's okay to feel them all. And then it's really important on how they deal with them. And that could be comfortable or uncomfortable as well. So that is our camp model. So it's 4.5 days. Tomorrow is a half day. And instead of a 5K, we're having a dance party and a pizza party. And that's how we're going to round out camp. We serve Reno, Carson City, and the Tahoe Basin. So we have 9 different counties, 2 different states, lots of school jurisdictions, which is fun to navigate. And then we have a Carson camp in 2 weeks. Our Carson camp is just a half day camp where we just work with Girls on the Run for a half day. So that is our program. Hundreds of volunteers that give of their time to be at the 5Ks and coach with our coaches. All of our coaches are background trained, CPR trained. They get training with us online. So it's really an incredible program. So that is Girls on the Run. Our website is girlsontherunsierras.org. If you want to check out more or look at volunteer opportunities or other speaking engagements like this. So I think that, are we taking questions or anything like that, or is that it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't time it. We do want to invite questions. Does anyone have any?
What is your annual budget?
What is your annual budget?
Annual budget is about 280 to $300,000 a year.
Where do you get the funding for that budget other than Given Circles?
Yeah. So we have our program registration fees, which I spoke about. We also host 3 events throughout the year. We write grants, we get sponsorships, we do fundraising donations, you name it. We do do end of year giving, all of that. So anywhere where there's an opportunity, we are spreading the word and asking.
Not a question, but I was a coach for Girls on the Run and actually nominated the organization. And the one thing you left out, Joy, is that if you've never been to a Girls on the Run 5K, you've never seen as many tutus run at the same time. It is a full-on tutu parade of joy and glitter, and it's the best thing that you could experience.
Yes. Who's speaking? Who nominated us? Who's the coach?
I didn't coach last year. It's been a year.
Okay. Well, thank you for nominating us, and thank you for yes, the 5K is hundreds of girls. Normally our season we have anywhere between 300 and 500 girls. And so they all come to the 5K. They're getting their faces painted, glitter. They have tutus on. Some of them are crying because they're excited. Some of them are crying because they're petrified. But it's just a magical space. So thank you for the nomination. Thank you for mentioning that.
Thank you. Okay, we're
Former ballot. Yeah.